Welcome to Top Crew Aviation. My name is Captain Pipin Kumar. Today we are here to discuss about a story of a girl who wanted to become a pilot. It took 5 years, all right, because there was no aviation background and there were no resources available. She wanted to become a pilot since childhood. It took 5 years. I'm revising it again. She started her journey from ground. Now she is becoming a pilot. So this is very good example. Those, keep asking me, we don't have funds, we don't have any aviation background, how we can become a pilot. Name is Sabiha Vano. So welcome Sabiha to our studio. So how are you feeling today?
First of all, thank you so much for the wonderful introduction, Captain. And
You deserve it,
Thank you so much, Captain. And I'm feeling amazing and fantastic. And truly speaking, I never thought that I would be going on this journey because,
Okay.
as you know, initially things were quite,
Yeah.
like that. So I'm feeling amazing to be a part of Top Crew Aviation and again moving ahead with this institute.
All right, so even this is very, I'm very glad today. Like she's sitting with me, we are discussing, and now she is a different Sabiha, which I met earlier before joining TCA. And nowadays, I'm learning. Sometimes she speaks something like that, which I love. So this is the change which we can see right now. I can see personally. So now we would like to know more about your journey because you wanted to join Air Force somehow,
Yes.
and you had NCC as well.
Yes,
You have flown couple of hours on microlight.
that's true.
All right. So we can say she was a born pilot. All right. It took some time. So it happens. Like I know many of students, those who wanted to become a pilot, and earlier they were trying in Air Force, but somehow then they came to know like अभी एक और option बचा हुआ है. You can become a commercial pilot.
Correct.
Yeah, there is a one more myth inside society. Pilot means Air Force वाले. Alright, so nobody knows now. तो अब YouTube आ गया है, and so many pilots are doing YouTube things like among everybody, Captain Gaurav Taneja is one of the famous personality nowadays. So I would say thank you so much, Captain Gaurav, to spread the awareness. तो होता क्या है उससे, like people are getting aware कि नहीं, there is one more scope. So what do you think about it?
So truly speaking, I was part of those people who had this myth that you can be pilot only in Air Force or in Army. And because of that only, I have given a lot of exams for the Army and Air Force. But once when I joined aviation as a ground staff, I came to know that yes, I have one more option.
Okay.
Like I can still become a pilot. Otherwise, I thought like my dream is over. I cannot be pilot now. What to do? Okay, fine. Let's move on in the life. And that all thing I was motivating myself. Then suddenly I came to know that yes, I can be a pilot.
Okay.
I know it. It sounds quite, might be it sounds quite stupid that I didn't know, but I feel now that a lot of people doesn't know about this option, that you can be pilot commercially and how you can go for that particular field. So once when I came to know about this thing, and I just moved on after that, like go with the exams, go with the flow, do everything. There's no
All right.
stopping after that.
So I love the word go with the flow. All right, so you did BTech,
Yes.
but flying was in your blood somewhere.
Correct.
So you did BTech. You didn't join any company as per your stream. You joined in ground staff, right?
Yes,
in
yes.
one of the leading airline. So what was behind it? Like you just wanted to become a pilot. That is why you wanted to be into the aviation. Because you could have joined any IT company or something. What was your stream in BTech?
I'm electronics and communication.
Electronics and communication.
Yes,
So like so many companies you would have joined
that's true.
if you wanted.
That's
so
true.
why did you join just aviation? Any specific reason?
Not exactly any specific reason, but I feel that once what you want in your life attracts that thing.
Oh,
Like if I like aircrafts, that maybe aircrafts are attracting me towards them right now. So somehow destiny was made in that way that I joined ground staff instead of any IT company or something else. And then being in aviation, I'm still growing. So I feel that it's the divine intervention, I would say.
I like it. Yeah,
So
of course
yes.
I agree and I believe in it. So you started your journey like you were in ground, then you got
Yes.
an opportunity. You joined as a cabin crew, recently working as a lead cabin crew,
Yes.
and becoming a pilot at the same time. So what next?
Next? I would say that there would not be any stopping ahead.
Yeah. So you are
And
unstoppable, huh?
yes, I
Very
am.
nice.
So because this is the only thing which motivates me in my life.
Okay.
It's not about the money, it's about what you love and what you
I
love to
like it,
do.
and this is very powerful line, guys. You work what you love, you will get your money for sure.
That's true.
So, like, why do you want to become a pilot? And what was the motivation behind it? Now we all know you
Yes.
wanted to become a pilot,
Yes.
right? And you joined ground because you told me there was a lot of attraction involved in that. So that's pretty cool. Some of them must be aware about it, or some
Yes.
of them will aware about it in future.
Right.
So what was the catch? कि नहीं यार मेरे को तो pilot ही बनना है.
Well, my father was in Air Force, as you have mentioned, and from my childhood only, I have been looking at aircraft, fighter aircrafts. We used to stay in the quarters who were just next to the runway. So it was like from, you can say, love at first sight when I
जो
saw the
आवाज
aircraft.
कानों में जो गूंजती थी.
Exactly.
Okay.
That, the fighter aircraft's voice and the runway that we used to see on daily basis, it was so, at that time when I was a kid, I guess, it was quite difficult for everyone to see the takeoff and landings at the runway.
Exactly.
Because
So
even
you were lucky.
I would say that I was lucky at that time and lucky still.
Yeah, and
I am
one
part
more,
of Top Crew
I
Aviation.
was about to say, and you are still lucky, like while you were taking classes, you were flying. So,
Yes.
you have already applied that knowledge and discussed with couple of captains while you fly as a lead
Yes,
cabin crew.
that's true.
So again, because this is one more added advantage while you work in any airlines, because normally if you are studying, you cannot apply that knowledge. You have to wait like until or
Yes.
unless you do not start your flying. But here, while you are working as a cabin crew, your interaction is very much with captains.
Yes.
So you can discuss, you can have a look. Okay, this is PFD, this is ND.
Yes.
So many things. So that's the added advantage. So luck is with you all the time, huh?
That's true, Captain. And I feel
Very
that we
nice.
get less amount of time to interact with the captains, but we can utilize it in a very good, knowledgeable conversation with the captains over there. So I can always ask them, so Captain, how to reduce the height, and what to use, how to read the METAR over here, like how can I read this, what is this? So, and they are so helpful, and they always help for that, and it's good to be a part of in aviation and then learning about the work of the captain, I would say.
And because you are already working as a lead cabin crew in
Yes.
leading airlines, and you interact right with captains, right?
Yes.
So like you see your dream, like that is my
Correct.
seat. I
Yes.
have to sit there, right?
Yes.
So it really helps.
It's
Somehow,
I would say it's a motivation on daily basis.
motivation on a daily basis, so you
Yes.
do not distract from your aim.
Yes.
This is what my seat is. I have to sit there.
So this is going to be my workplace, and this is the
Yeah.
view that I'm gonna get from here.
Exactly. और क्या कहते हैं ना वो क्लाउड्स जो होते हैं ना भगवान के बाद सिर्फ पायलट को ही दिखते हैं. So one of the major problem while you start your pilot journey is funds,
That's true.
right? And you are a girl,
Yes.
right? So how are you managing? Help these people. Those are looking us.
Captain, I would say that I was part of that crowd only who was thinking, as you know, we had our first conversation. I told you that I have financial issues.
कि
How would
इतना
I
पैसा
manage?
सर मैं कहाँ से लाऊंगी?
कहाँ से लाऊं मैं? So, but I would say that if there is will, then God makes the way for you.
Third
So right
powerful
now-
line for the day. Go ahead.
So-
I like it.
So it's like the gates are opening one by one automatically because I'm working hard for it, and I feel that if you are working hard and if you love truly what you want to do, then gates will open automatically. And now I'm in a condition where I can manage the finances. I would
So
say that.
guys, these are not just lines. This is something which is tested and tried. So I think it's been just 6 months.
Yes,
Six
6 to
months
7 months
ago,
only.
right?
Yes.
6 to 7 months only. Like prior 6 months, all right, she was like इतना पैसा कहाँ से होगा? और अभी 6 महीने हुए हैं. अब बात कर लेना बाद में अकेले में कि कहाँ से क्या हुआ है, right? I'm not going to disclose this here. But trust me guys, वो जो बोला है ना, where there is a will, God, gives you the ways to get your objectives fulfilled then and there. तो हो जाता है. पैसा कभी भी आपकी लाइफ में रुकावट नहीं बनता, और इट मे टेक्स टाइम, बट आज अगर हमारे पास फंड्स नहीं है, दिस इज टेम्पररी फेलियर. मेक अ प्लान फॉर इट, यू विल गेट इट फॉर श्योर. और देखो, अगर आपके अंदर वो आग नहीं है कि भाई मेरे को पायलट बनना है और मेरे को ये पैसे इकट्ठे करने हैं, तो आप पायलट मत बनो, ज्यादा बढ़िया है. क्योंकि आप बीच में हारने वाले हो और फिर मुझे दोष देने वाले हो कि उस आदमी ने मोटिवेट कर दिया था और हमारी ये गड़बड़ होगी. सो गाइस, करना या मरना वाला सीन है कि अब तो मुझे ये ही करना है. एंड व्हाट आई रिकमेंड, अगर आप पायलट बनना चाहते हो तो यू शुड बी लाइक इन अ क्राउड ऑफ टू टाइप्स. क्या है, जो दो तरीके के लोगों को मैं पायलट बनाता हूं. एक तो जिसके पास बहुत पैसा है, आई वॉन्ट टू ट्राई. एक कि मुझे पायलट ही बनना है. सो अगर इन दो के अलावा आप तीसरे में आते हो ना, तो छोड़ दो वीडियो, यहीं की यहीं कुछ और देख लो, जिंदगी में काम आएगा. ऑलराइट, सो नाउ लेट्स कम बैक टू द पॉइंट. भटक जाता हूं मैं. लाइक एज यू हैव क्लियर्ड ऑल द पेपर्स इन वन गो, फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट. हाँ, क्या मतलब, लोग कहते हैं एविएशन का बैकग्राउंड चाहिए, ये चाहिए, वो चाहिए, बड़ी बड़ी बातें करते हैं. तो आपने तो बिना बैकग्राउंड के बैकग्राउंड बना दिया.
Even I had a gap of around 4 to 5 years before my studies. So yes, I would say initially my brain took time to understand that yes, I have to study to get activated. But then once you start studying with a proper guidance, proper notes, proper attention, everything, then I feel that you are able to clear the exams. Yes, initially I was also confused, and I would say that quite afraid at that time, that would I be able to complete it or not, would I be able to clear it or not. But now I am in a position after clearing these 3 exams that yes, I can do it. If I am giving my 100%, then definitely I feel that anyone can do it if they are giving their 100% and their thoughts are clear on that. Because the kind of guidance and the notes, because most of the time we waste our time on collecting notes from here, asking people over there.
Okay, I would like to interrupt you in between. Like initially you wanted like, sir मेरे को self study करनी है.
Yes, yes.
Right? And I suggested not to do this. Because see guys, अगर आपके पास टाइम है तो करो आप self study. लेकिन अगर आपको करना है, लिमिटेड टाइम में करना है, तो डोंट वेस्ट योर टाइम. ऑलराइट, सो नाउ आई वुड लाइक यू लाइक गिव इनपुट इनसाइड. लाइक भाई सेल्फ स्टडी में और एक अच्छी क्लासेस लेने में क्या डिफरेंस है? लाइक हाउ वुड यू रिकमेंड? इनिशियली यू वांटेड टू सेल्फ स्टडी, मैंने आपको बोला करो आप, राइट? फिर ऐसा क्या हुआ, आपने कहा कि नहीं नहीं मेरे को तो क्लासेस लेनी है. सो व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस गाइज? वंस अगेन आई एम रेकमेंडिंग, अगर आपके पास समय है तो सेल्फ स्टडी करनी चाहिए. बिकॉज अगर कुछ गड़बड़ भी होती है, इट इज गोना हेल्प यू टू अंडरस्टैंड सब्जेक्ट्स प्रॉपरली. व्हाट इज योर ओपिनियन, Sabiha Banu?
Captain, for that case, I'll say that I started with the self study. But I think if we are going for the CPL exams, we don't need to know everything about the subject. We just need to know the amount of things that are supposed to be used in future as a junior first officer, as a first officer, because we have separate exams for ATPL where we need to know the knowledge very deeply. I'm not saying that do the ratification or everything. The things that you'll be studying will have concepts, but initially we don't need to go so deep inside.
So guys, as per my experience, and then we'll ask from Sabiha, like see what is the difference between self study and quality classes. आप सारा पढ़ोगे, right? But as per our experience, what we give you कि भाई क्या पढ़ना है, क्या नहीं पढ़ना है, किस पे फोकस करना है, किस
Right.
पे नहीं करना है. तो कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं होती है. हमारे पास कोई अल्लादीन का चिराग नहीं है जो आपको हम दे देते हैं. As per the experience we guide you, which helps to save your time. कैसा नहीं, आप दो बार में नहीं, 3 बार में नहीं, 4 बार में निकाल लोगे, एग्जाम तो निकल ही जाएगा. तो होता क्या है ना कि बहुत ज्यादा नॉलेज होती है, लेकिन अगर आपका एग्जाम पास नहीं होता तो और ज्यादा डिमोटिवेटिंग हो जाता है.
Right.
सो इन द एंड हम पढ़ते किसके लिए हैं? रिजल्ट्स के लिए. सो रिजल्ट्स ओरिएंटेड होने के लिए आपको हमारा तजुर्बा हेल्प करता है. व्हाट डू यू से?
I totally agree on this, Captain, because I remember initially when I was studying, so it's like I'm studying the whole page, but the thing which is important for me from that whole page is 2 lines which are important. So it's better to focus on those 2 lines instead of wasting so much 1 hour, 2 hour on that whole page and trying to know what is that, what is not. So I feel initially if we are starting, so it's like the notes which are important we are supposed to study, it's there in front of you. You don't need to waste time on collecting the
And
important
especially
things.
I would recommend, like, if you are working, don't do self study. It would be wastage of time.
Yes.
Because you cannot study with continuously. You cannot revise on a time. So better to join quality classes. आपका काफी समय बच जाएगा. एंड आपको पता है पायलट बनना है, जब हम 50-60 लाख रुपए लगाने को तैयार हैं तो ये 2-2.5 लाख रुपए तो दीज आर जस्ट पीनट्स. तो बचाने की सोचो, तो वहां बचाने की सोचो कि भाई मैं फ्लाइंग इतनी अच्छी करूंगा, ग्राउंड क्लासेस में इतना अच्छा नॉलेज ले लूंगा, सो दैट आई विल बी क्लियरिंग ऑल माय चेक राइट्स एंड अदर फ्लाइंग चेक्स. वहां तो आपके 2-3 घंटे ऊपर नीचे होते हैं, 40-50 हजार लग जाते हैं.
Exactly.
वहां तो आप हिसाब भी नहीं लगा पाते. सो वी आर फोकसिंग वेयर वी शुड नॉट, and we do not focus where we should focus, right? So be careful, guys.
So it's totally worth, I feel, the amount that we are giving here, it's totally worth because it is saving time, and as you also say that time is money.
Money, definitely. Time is money. If you don't know, you have to learn it, ma'am.
Yes.
All right. So what else? Did you attend any TCA meet?
Yes, I have attended one of that, and it was an amazing experience.
Okay. So how it is helping everybody? You give us your opinion because we are looking for it.
So I feel it's like a family. So we have the feeling of belongingness with each other, like in our any hard time. And I remember during my navigation exam, I was going through some hard time of my life, and the way you and my other batchmates like Drishti and they all have pushed me a lot for that. And you won't believe that I was able to clear the navigation exam.
Yeah,
which
and
is
while she was, under trauma.
Yes.
And she cleared it.
I cleared it that time. So again,
So congratulations.
Thank
to
you.
clear navigation in that trauma.
in that trauma, that
Yeah.
in the first attempt.
Exactly. So that was the first attempt of her life of navigation, and
Exactly.
she has cleared already. So guys, anybody can clear. This is not a rocket science. You just need to be confident, disciplined, and proper inputs, proper books, proper notes, proper practice. That is it, and you are done with all the subjects, not about navigation only.
And the guidance from Top Crew Aviation.
Oh yes, I am very important. Do remember. Anyway, so thank you so much to give us your precious time.
Thank you so much.
And we at TCA wish you all the best.
Thank you so
See
much,
you in
Captain.
cockpit soon, Sabiha Bano.
Definitely, Captain.
All the best. Bye-bye.